Welcome back to All About Arsenal, and of course, we are here for another episode of Fan Friday. This is the series dedicated to just Arsenal fans and football fans at large. But what we do here is that we discuss about key things that are happening in the world of Arsenal, and of course, we have our expert panelists who come with their advanced knowledge, gurus in the game, to tell us what they think about it. So we have Mr. Malik, who is making his second appearance on the channel. How are you doing, bro?
Very good, boss. Very good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So without further ado, let's just quickly get into it. We have a couple of questions today. We will display them. I'll hear your thoughts. I'll probably share mine as well. Then obviously a couple of folks in the chat that have other opinions, you can also let them cook in the chat as well. So thanks for everyone that's also in the chat. Looking forward to also seeing your responses from each question that come. So we start with the first one here, which says, by the season's end, who will be Arsenal's player of the season? Okay, so this is a small sample size, but I played just 7 games. And obviously, we see how many more games to play in the Premier League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and the Champions League. But if for any reason, maybe there's some issue in the world and football had to end today, who will be your player of the season and why? Better still, give me your top 3.
Top 3, I think that sounds better. We still have a long way to judging so far by the little that we have seen. Arsenal still will be 100% dependent on Saka. So Saka is going to be in that top 3. I wish, or rather, I'm looking forward to seeing what Eze can do going forward. But I don't think I'll put that decisive top 3 yet. Maybe just outside the top 3. I'll pick a defender. Saliba's performance, as I said last week, needs to step up. If he can step up, he will be part of our top 3 because we need that defense. Gabriel is a sure banker. So I'll go back. Gabriel, Saliba, and Saka.
Okay, that's fair enough. So what's your take on the fullbacks that are currently on this picture? That's Timber and Calafiori. Hi, Malik. Okay, I think Malik is having some network challenges. He probably joined us, but since his frame is frozen. So his take was correct. Having a top 3 of Saka, Gabriel, and Saliba, but I think a couple of more folks might come into that fold. Timber is someone that started the season very well. I think he's someone that we can actually have that confidence in being consistent for the entire campaign. Obviously, he has had his fair share of injuries and all that, but he's someone that we can actually trust. Timber is someone I know I can actually trust, and that's something I'm looking forward to. So far, so good. The players have been very consistent this season. The game against Liverpool was certainly a blip, and I trust us to recover from it. But what we have seen so far in the games we've played, so far, it's evident that these guys are going to go. Okay, I think, Malik, are you back?
Yes, it seems so.
Okay. So maybe if you want to continue your thoughts before you kind of close out.
Yeah, so as I just said, my top 3 will be Saka, Saliba, and Gabriel. Every other person to all cluster themselves in the 4th position. We need every one of them to be at that top 4. So, but top 3, Saliba, Saka, and Gabriel. In particular.
Particular order, but for me, my own top 3, yeah, that's fine. I think mine would probably be Timber, Gabriel, and Saka. Timber was someone that was very outstanding last season. When he came back from that ACL injury, to see how he played and how he remained consistent. And of course, with Ben White suffering a lot of injury this season, that giving Timber a lot of time to play many more games. So I would expect him to be in our top 3 at the end of the season. So obviously, Gabriel is an undisputed one. He's someone that is over consistent. I just hope that he's not going to have the kind of injury that he did last year, because it was actually a very freak injury in that game against Chelsea. Simple challenge he went for, that everybody were even clapping for him in the stadium, only to see him, tear his hamstring and miss the rest of the campaign. But if not anything, it actually allowed Jacob Kivior to get an extended run. So it was like a blessing in disguise, reminding me of how Emi Martinez shined when Ben Leno got injured. That's just something that comes to mind. We don't always pray for injuries. But what's your take on footballers that step up when others get injured and they can't come back to get their place?
That's now. I've not seen a player get injured and a fringe player steps up and starts that position. I don't know why. Maybe it's just our philosophy, but that hasn't happened. But to be honest, I am all for it.
Yeah.
Like I imagine I am Inicap getting his first start. I'm not saying maybe just a little bit as well. Give him that action. Do you get?
Yeah.
That's why I like what.
No, I'm still struggling with your network. Okay, so maybe we'll go to the next question. Hopefully, you'll come back in time. So it says, okay, you're back. Sorry, you don't finish your thought before we go to the next question. I kind of lost you. Malik? Oof, man, his network is really messing him up too. Okay, sorry. For a second, we kind of lost him. So do you mind repeating what you said? Oh, and he's out now. Okay, he's joining the stream back.
All right.
Is it better now? Are you okay now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. So we were discussing about Hincapié. So what were you saying about him?
I was saying I actually the same thing that happened to Mosquera. If it happens for Hincapié and he comes in and he plays well, I would like to see him in the squad for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I agree.
Just to build that momentum and to give him the opportunity to compete.
True.
If Arteta can actually allow players strive whenever they get to start, give them 2 or 3 matches. Let's see what their match performances will be like. You might just be surprised. It might just be another Gabriel on the bench.
Yeah, true. Because we had to wait for Saliba to roll his ankle before we could even see Mosquera in the team. And one good thing that happened there was that Mosquera played so well that we allowed Saliba to heal very well. Back in the day, we would have probably given Saliba a couple of injections just to get him ready, and stuff like that. So it's really good. I'm really happy about the depth. I just hope that someone like Nogard will get more games, but it's going to be very difficult because even in the game we rested Zubimendi against West Ham, we played Declan Rice in the 6. I actually thought Nogard might get a shot there, but there's many more games to go, so let's see how that goes. So the second question here says, if you had to pick one weakness to fix in the squad right now, either tactically or in personnel, who will it be? So this is a two-pronged question. So you're going to talk the tactical part first, you're going to talk the personnel part next. So if you're to fix anything in the way we've been playing so far tactically, what would it be?
Tactically first, I would like to see us now play more on the offensive.
Okay.
Because I think right
now, are we like raising the handbrakes too much?
No, I don't want to talk about the handbrake analogy. I just think we're just a little bit conservative. Arteta is that coach that I think maybe it's like that student that when he was learning in class, he was trying to fix all the problems the teacher had. So he learned under Guardiola. Guardiola was more possession, controlling the game, controlling the pace of the game, then scoring goals. At a point, he stopped defending. So I think Arteta wants to start building from the back, let the defense be as sure as possible before you step into the final third. So I think that so it starts up a lot of on that conservative level, and it's really telling on us because we start the game, we have close to 50 passes backwards.
You're actually correct. You're actually very correct. If you want to really think about it, you build up so much from the back.
You see how many touches Raya gets over time. You'll be surprised. But it's good though. Maybe he has his reason why he's doing it. But I would like to see on third of the opposition.
Okay.
Not taking the ball back. That ball should not pass the half line in the first few minutes. Just keep it there and keep trying to get opportunity in that box sitting.
Yeah,
I've not seen that from Arsenal yet.
yeah,
I would like to see
and
that.
it's kind of funny because we have the personnel that can actually really progress with the ball further up the pitch. But we tend to just like to build up so much from the back as well. So I get what you mean, true. Okay, let's talk personnel. Who will it be?
Personal wise, will I try to fix? Now this is quite tricky.
Yeah,
I'll try to fix.
everyone is so good, right?
But really, I'm actually worried about Declan Rice. I don't. Everybody sees him as that 8-6. I don't see him as any of that. That's
Okay.
just my point of. I like Declan Rice. I love his attitude to the game. I love the passion he shows. He wears it on his face. He runs the fastest. He passes the back. He just wants to do everything. But attacking wise, I would still prefer to see an Eze in that position than see a Rice in that position. So if you're playing Zubimendi, Eze, and Odegaard,
No,
I like
that's
Rice, as I said, but whenever Rice plays, he barely gets into the box setting.
yeah, he
He
just
barely
kind of
steps
walks
into the box
around
setting.
midfield.
But
Well,
if Mourinho plays that position, he steps into the box setting more. Whenever you see
so I think,
Mourinho in that one,
yeah. So I think Merino's one is more of the fact that he played as a centre forward for us, so he has developed that knack for attacking. Like a vampire that tasted blood for the first time.
but if you look,
I'm still struggling in my list network. This quite disappointing. So if I could fix anyone tactically, I think okay, let me invite him back to the stream. Hi Malik. Hello. Are you back? Quite a struggle with Malik today. So if I was to pick any weakness, obviously it would be the same thing he said. We build too slowly from the back. And I think it's something that we need to really improve on. Okay. And for personnel, I think the private will be scary. I think he needs to show some level of improvement. He kind of dropped his guard down a bit, knowing fully well that we are sold. Yeah, your network is really crazy. It's acting like Odegaard's fitness right now. Yeah, okay. So let's go to the next question then. Although then again, when you were just speaking about Declan Rice before you went off, so basically you prefer him to play as the six, but would that not be at the expense of Zubimendi? Oh good Lord, what's happening to this network?
this is not nice at all. I'm not liking this. Sorry for
Yes.
this.
Yeah, no, it's always one of these things. We didn't plan for this. Last time you came on stream, your network was quite good, but
Yes.
there are days like that. So I was saying that okay, like if you have Declan Rice at 6, that would be at the expense of Zubimendi, right? To
That
allow
should be a competition. To me, that it should be a competition for Zubi. That's just my take. It should, it should be a push. It should be so, whenever he goes on the but they should interchangeable. They should take. If you need to go all out, then you can now play no guard behind them.
Yeah, fair enough. So what's your take on Lucien Agume, the defensive midfielder from Sevilla that have been linked with in recent times? Do you think the kind of player and depth we have, do you think we need someone like him to add to the team?
I really think it's just a rumor. I still think it's a rumor because we have adequate numbers right now in defensive wise. So I don't see the need for bringing in a new centre back or a defender, or unless you're planning to sell one of the big boys. So there's really no need for that right now. So it's just a rumor. Everybody
Oh,
wants to be Arsenal right now. It should not be
yeah,
happening.
we're actually cooking, so what do you expect? But what I'm thinking now is this: the way we spend this summer, do you think better you're going to do anything like within the next 2 summers, maybe January and next summer coming up, minus sales.
Sales, selling players. With the way you guys are rolling out contracts nowadays, or looking to extend people's contracts, I don't
Yeah.
see us getting any big boy anytime soon. We might sell one of the younger ones, or the ones that don't break into the team. We might sell those ones over. If he doesn't step up his game, possibly being this old, is about 20%. They might just sell him. You get so that's looking at those little things. Nogard is above 30.
Yeah, he's 30.
He's particularly in Arsenal.
Yeah, for next, yeah,
31.
31 right now. And even during
So
the
he's
yeah,
got
during the international break, he spoke about how he wants to come back to Bromby. So clearly, he's someone that just has like 2 years left with us. I'm not sure he's going to
2 years.
It's going to be like Jorginho pretty much. So, it might
So
be
so
good.
that's a position that I think we might strengthen over time.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking of the Agume links because I think they just came after Noga stated that he would like to return to Bromby. I don't know why he made that statement, but well, he was in his hometown doing a press conference, so there's that. Okay, let's go to the next question. And this one says, which younger or French player deserves more first team minutes this season? I'm guessing it's one area, right?
Seriously, it's one year. I would need as a first. He needs to play more. He really needs to play more because I can't remember what he even plays like. I don't know. I can't say
Well,
this is style of play because I've not seen enough to really point him to a good direction. He
yeah,
likes playing with Saka, or whenever he's playing that 10 role, he's always fitting himself behind the Saka role.
yeah,
He's never
somehow.
deep. He doesn't come to the middle of the pitch. His
Yeah,
gameplay is that kind of an out and out attacking midfielder from the right. He
yeah.
just wants
That
to be
so,
comfortable in that
and he's
area.
always attacking the half spaces from the right, and
Exactly.
and Odegaard actually moves more than him. He doesn't even have that press
Yes.
that Odegaard has too. So when they keep saying that he's the heir apparent to Odegaard, I think he needs to really work for it.
He
Then
needs
again,
to.
Odegaard is injured yet again. We had this same situation last year where Odegaard suffered that terrible injury playing for Norway, but I think I did not trust one area enough to play him. So I'm hoping that obviously because now in the next international break when they say Odegaard might be back, that he will share minutes with Easy. We have um, Fulham this weekend. We have Atletico Madrid over the midweek. Then Crystal Palace. So the games will be coming thick and fast. Like I think between now and the end of the month, I think this year Arsenal has like 7 games in 20 days. That kind of stuff. So I really hope that someone like Maneri will get some minutes as well. So what
I hope
about
so.
Max Dalman? What do you think?
Well, for a 15-year-old, you can't expect him to play 2 matches in a month. I don't see them giving.
Yeah,
I don't
because
see.
my fear is that the next Carabao Cup match is against Brighton. Do you think he might get some minutes there?
Let's see the match before the Carabao Cup. If we don't play well, as Arteta is the first team players in that
Yeah, yeah, because I'm sure he wants to win that trophy, actually.
one. So we need to play well in ship matches for him to now look at the fringe players for those lesser. If
Mm-hmm.
mm, they will just bench for that match too.
Yeah, but what about Max Lewis Kelly? Everyone didn't expect to see Calafiori play the way he has been playing this season, no doubt. And we allowed both Zinchenko and Kyrian Tierney go, and Lewis Kelly signed a new contract. He was probably thinking that this is the season where he's going to make that number 3 position his own. But right now, I think I just played only one match against Port Vale. Do you think he needs more minutes, or is Calafiori undroppable right now?
Calafiori is untouched. He's undroppable right now. That man's steps into the attacking position, their box team even more than our number 9. His attacking play is just, and it works well for us now. Skelly doesn't move forward that way. He prefers staying in the middle. So Skelly will get minutes definitely, but from the bench. I don't see him starting any of those games. He will practically
Yeah,
play from the
yeah.
bench. And
Yeah, so
Califori's minutes needs to be managed. I think Arteta just gives him that 7.
70, yeah. And that's one good thing we have done this year. We've been able to manage his minutes somewhat, where he plays like 70 minutes to allow Lewis Kelly come in and
Yes.
just, end up the games. And that will keep him fresh.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
We'll be
are there
seeing
any
more
other
of that.
youngsters in mind? People like Josh Nichols, with White struggling with injury. Will Josh Nichols get any run out and right back?
No. No, I don't see that happening.
Okay,
I don't see that happening
and obviously there'll be no hope for Salmon in centre back. We are too stacked there right now.
at all. I don't see any of that happening.
Okay. Let me try one more. What about Harrison Anus, the centre forward?
It's our boss number 9, Gyökeres, not getting the goals he wants. That man will want to be on the pitch every game just to keep captaining his foot.
Yeah.
No matter what match, just let me play. I need to score.
Yeah.
So I don't see any of those kids.
Yeah. So obviously, I think in order of priority, I think it will be Waneri, Louis Kelly, then Downman. I don't think the likes of Nichols or Harrison Alous or Salmon should bother about this season. We should just continue the developmental and see how they.
Seriously.
But do you think we should?
Training with the boys, that's all they can get. First team.
Yeah, but do you think we should loan them out in January, or should they just continue their education within the team?
Let them continue their education. I think that period of loaning out your fringe players has passed. Because every team needs that number.
Yeah, true.
So team 1, team 2 possible. So loaning out your team 3, team 1 gets injured, you are still short. You only have team 2 players available. So having those kids around is helpful. So they shouldn't right now.
Oh, okay, so someone needs to give that memo to Chelsea then, with the way they keep churning out all their youngsters out.
You see what's happening to them right now? The level of injuries they're having, and they're looking for
the injury that have savaged them is quite crazy. Like, I know our own was bad, but Chelsea they're like on a different level.
That is one deep end. I think they have like 4 or 5.
Yeah, even in centre back alone, they're like, and for some reason, you see the same sort of people, but they're Chile, Fofana. They just tend to just always get injured. Well, that's their problem. They spend like 1 billion. They should have done better with their recruitment. So I'll let them know when I actually care. Okay, this is a very good question. Are there any current players you feel might leave mid-season due to lack of opportunities?
No, there's no one that feeling it gives to them. It tells them even if you're on the bench, you're part of the team and you're here to actually make a difference. So I'm not planning to go.
No. So okay, so I couldn't really make out what you were saying because of your network. But I know you were saying something about I think like giving the players like some kind of motivation, yeah. Because
Yes,
truly it's going to be very difficult. That squad is quite heavy to manage. I'm even thinking of how I'm going to cope when I get my hands of Football Manager 2016, 2026, yeah? Well, I can't wait. You have been following all the ads, yeah?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and did you hear the one that came out today? They're going to release a patch for FIFA World Cup.
Oh.
Yeah, initially there was no international management, but they now made a...
Yes, there was no video on international management.
Yes, so apparently what happened was that they were trying to do a deal with FIFA for licensing. FIFA has stopped licensing EA Sports. So now Football Manager is taking out the licensing. So the idea is to now have like a FIFA World Cup tournament. So sometime next year, they're going to release a patch, for all the avid users like us to now download and to be on international mode. So we'll get to cook when we get to that point. But I'm just thinking about this question because it's not easy to maintain a squad of 20 to 30 players when everybody is really, really good. Like in every position, everyone actually deserves to play, if you get what I mean.
Yes.
So as a manager, how do you really want to manage the squad such a way that they will still feel loved, they will still feel, what's the word to use, accepted? Is it accepted? Motivated to stay. Because there's just, I see what happened with Smith Rowe. when we're really struggling, right? We gave him a shot. He played very well, scored 11 goals. We almost qualified for the Champions League and whatnot. Then he had that injury that allowed Martinelli to now start cooking, and obviously he now kept that spot for his own. However, when Smith Rowe came back from injury, I don't know, it's like as if he was a ghost, right? And obviously we saw that he eventually left to Fulham. I know he's not playing regularly in Fulham, but what just comes to mind is Smith Rowe, the Nketiahs, they were always on the bench, and it never felt like Arteta trusted them enough. The only one within this current team that has that kind of vibe.
Right now, I think that should be one maybe. I think that should be one maybe. Every other person is not about trust, it's about what they give to the team. But Martinelli had to go to the bench because he was practically under a lot of pressure to perform and he couldn't. So Arteta made him a sub player and he's working. Trossard used to be a sub. Right now he's starting.
Yeah.
And there will be a time for him to go back to being a sub because he's not producing as a starter.
Yeah, and that's one thing that challenges me. That Trossard Martinelli dynamic. One will play so well, the other will be playing so badly. When the other one subs him, he now scores. When you bring him to that start, and then the thing is just crazy. They are really inconsistent. At some point, I wouldn't think I saw that Madueke will go to that left wing and bench the two of them, or even easy.
If he comes back, there's a likelihood of that happening.
Yeah. I really loved how he had been playing before the injury. It was so sad to see him get injured. But it's one of those things. Okay, so let's go to the next question. It says, which new signing has shown the most long-term potential beyond this season? So let me rephrase this. With the 8 players we have signed so far, I want you to grade them from 8 to 1 in terms of the potential they will have within the team beyond this season. With 8 being someone that obviously you can probably sell him when the summer comes up, and 1 being someone that will hold for the next 5 to 10 years.
Zubimendi, that man's not going anywhere anytime soon. He's one. Madueke, possibility of next 3 years. I have a feeling he might.
Okay, Madueke too.
I sincerely think it's just a stopgap measure for what Arsenal is trying to do in the future. I think so. I don't know why.
Yeah, but he's young now. He's someone that can really, develop.
Don't forget, before that young man joined us, we were very skeptical.
Yeah, true.
And to be honest, if he doesn't deliver, we will still have that at the back of our mind that we never liked you from inception. Please come and go.
Okay,
so he needs to play at a certain level every season for him to remain in record.
Yeah, and really deliver output as well, because in all the whole Madueke is 0 goals, 0 assists, man. So
he's just giving us output by running around and carrying the pressure forward, which we like, but you just continue it and ensure it becomes productive. Eze is an Arsenal in and out, so I don't see him leaving anytime soon. 5 years, he's still there. He's 28 now, so he's going to
that's 3. Who's number 4?
He's going to retire. Mosquera is a proper replacement for Saliba.
Yeah, although I'm really glad that he signed a new contract, though. That was quite scary.
Yeah, so definitely, I know Saliba will give us the end of this next contract. After then, possibility of him leaving is high. He's a French player. They always want to go to Spain one way or the other. So let's see how that works out for him. I know I keep calling him handicap. I don't Incapi. I'm not sure if we're actually going to sign him at the end, though, because if he remains injured for a longer period.
I think that deal is already done. Just like what we did with Raya, it's just because of our books that we chose not to activate it.
Okay. So that means it's here for the long run.
Yeah, because remember we actually let Kivio go to get him.
Okay. So he's here for the long run. Then that means he's a replacement for Gabriel. Gabriel too has another 4 or 5 seasons to go. So these guys are younger. So the only idea is for them to understudy them. Whenever they go, they can ease them out over time. So they will stay for a long period of time.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe
that's
six.
how many now? That's 4 or 5.
No, no, when five now, who's number six?
Number 6 is going to leave Kepa.
Oh, Kepa.
Kepa,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Kepa is going to leave. Kepa is just a proper stopgap measure. He's going to leave.
Well, can we just have like some respite in that goalkeeping department? The in and outs have been.
To be honest, I think we are saving that spot for Setford.
Ah, no, that boy is too young now. Come
It's
on.
that's what I'm saying. We're just saving it for him. Everybody's a stopgap till he steps up.
Okay, so we have just two guys left.
Um, what's his name? Norgard is a stopgap measure. He's going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 seasons is out.
Okay,
That's
and
Norgard.
that leaves us
Then
with who? Gyökeres.
Gyökeres, I actually kept him last.
Yeah, he's so low on your list. I'm surprised.
I don't know. I kept him last because I need to see more from that boss. I need to see him. Yes, if Kai Havertz comes in and he
After
starts scoring
scoring,
from the bench,
yeah, it becomes a
it will be
problem
a
for
problem.
Gyökeres.
Oh.
Hmm.
It will be a problem for him because Arteta would now have to push Kai Havertz to be his first 9. And if he
Ah,
does that, it changes our mode of play. And
yeah, yeah. So I
I really
I was more of the opinion that it might just be some games that you can use Gyökeres, like all those teams that play very low blocks. Though he's very good in running into space. Then the big games that require the defensive style, Havertz can come into play. It's not like Havertz should be playing like our big matches. Gyökeres are clearly shown that he's not up to it in those big matches. Although then again, the sample size is quite small. Man U, Man City, Liverpool. There'll be many more big games to come in the future. Well, I just feel that the jury is still out for him. I know, he came with such a very large record from Portugal, but things are a whole lot different in the Premier League, and he's under so much pressure. Like, it's the same kind of pressure that Havertz was on when he just joined us from Chelsea. I think we're almost getting to that point, even though he's not showing it. But I'm just really hoping that he can score very soon, so that that relief
he
can
needs
just,
it. He
yeah.
needs that. Yeah.
I agree with you. So I like your ranking, but I don't think Gyökeres would have been that low on mine.
I'm just skeptical.
Okay, so this is a good question. It says, will Arsenal's investment this summer result in silverware, or is it too early?
He needs to. It's not
No,
about early right now. We are tired of
no.
waiting.
For our project, it's too long, man. It's
It's
too
too
long.
long. We are tired of waiting. We need something silver or gold. We need something good.
Yeah, and I think it even hurts more with the fact that Arne Slot just came and just won the damn thing in his first season.
The lucky effect.
Yeah, you're lucky enough, man. Like because you see my take. When he came, we were 12th. He took us to 8th, won the FA Cup. His first full season, he was 8th. We were still struggling with a couple of stuffs. Then we saw a couple of guys move to 5th, and second, right? But the first second, we were on top for a very long time and we dropped, right? The second campaign was even more painful, the one that was on the final day. So you could see that the dynamics of the way we became second were different. The first one was that we were leading for quite a long time and we dropped down after some like a couple of bad games. The second one in 2024, that whole year we played so well. I think we didn't even lose that until Aston Villa. So there was like this what's the word to use? There was this enthusiasm about last season, right?
Yeah.
That we finally go over the line, and that was even the worst of them all. Like everyone was just as of April, the league was done. Yes, everybody was attributed to the injuries and stuff, but I think we could have done better because if you remember, when he could not get Caicedo, he got Jorginho. When he could not get Mudryk, he got Trossard, right? This time, when he wanted to go for Shesko, and Shesko said no, he said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll just manage my Havertz and Gabriel Jesus like that." And we saw how it panned out. That's why I believe that this summer we have no excuses. He went as far as working with a coach like the director of football like Better to get everyone he wanted. Imagine the kind of squad we have. We added 8 players to it. If you don't deliver silverware, man, I think the head should be on the chopping block, man.
The pressure will be high. But let's see how it goes. I actually want us to win something this season. And to be honest, not FA Cup, not
Premier
Cali,
League.
Premier League or the Champions League. We need to
Yeah,
get something big.
yeah,
We need
yeah.
to. The
Because
pressure is very hard
yeah,
on us. But
and it will be like a vindication on him as well, because he has carried this team and made us
we,
title challengers again. We really struggled with other Wenger's ending years. So to finally get that Premier League trophy will be something that would, really put Arteta out there on the map as, a well-deserving coach to win it. But
yeah.
let's just see how it goes. Like obviously, the teams around us are not sleeping, so we have our work cut out for us.
Yes.
So let's go to the next one here. It says, which injury, past or current this season, has hurt our momentum the most so far?
So far, this past season, last season, it was
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel's injury. So this season, it's Odegaard.
Yeah.
It's Odegaard. Just seeing Odegaard, and it's quite painful though. I need to see more from that man. We need him to that string. He has done that for us in the past. We need him to be
Yeah.
consistent.
Yeah.
He needs to be.
And I think it's quite painful when you think about that 2023 campaign where he scored 15 goals, Martinelli scored 15 goals, Saka scored 12, I think 14 goals or 12 goals. There was so much expectation around them. Odegaard now, I know after he got injured, after he injured his ankle playing for Norway, I think he really lost something.
Something.
Yeah, he really lost something because even when he came back, he was not the same. Like, what we expect to get from him, those sweet passes, those shots, then this season now is even a whole lot worse. The shoulder twice, the clash of knees, but at least that game against Olympiacos kind of gave us the whole, this is what we need to see from him normally. So I'm really hoping that obviously he would
I'm sure we'll
come
see
back.
it. Just a matter of time. But the injuries is not fair on the man at all. It's not
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, but in hindsight, it's also good to know that at least now we have the right level of depth to combat this.
That's true.
Because
That's true.
back then, yeah, and it's just crazy. All the games I've played this season, especially in the Premier League, one player or the other has come out and got injured or whatever, and obviously we have to struggle.
And
But
another
to see
step.
us, yeah, to see us and that person stepped in, which was the key part. So I agree with your sentiment with Odegaard. I think when Saka got injured, Madueke's performances didn't make us miss Saka. Even though we miss Saka, no doubt, Saka is our star boy and whatnot. But Madueke gave us that, okay, yeah, we can actually allow Saka rest in some games, that kind of thing.
True.
Because before then, Raheem Sterling, hell no. Rhys Nelson, hell no. You know, and
Yeah.
all that. Hey, okay, we have Dauda in the chat. Good evening, Dauda. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, David. So yeah, I think the key one here is the injury to Odegaard, and hopefully we'll go beyond that. Okay, this next one says, which in-game adjustments have stood out, good or bad, in recent matches? So let's talk about the bad before we talk about the good.
The bad was the defensive nature in that Liverpool match when
Yes, that's the same idea that came to my head. Yes.
yes. So as I said, Arteta is that conservative mind. He knew what he was looking for. He wanted a draw.
Okay,
But
but let me say something. Do you think that the fact that he was a DM plays a role in this?
no, I don't even think because he's a footballer at all. Guardiola was a DM too.
Well, fair enough. I raised my hands up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that agenda didn't work.
And if you look at all the attackers that are coaches, mention one that is driving.
Come to
There's
think of
none.
it,
Ancelotti was a midfielder.
yeah. Come to
Okay,
think
so
of
you look
it.
at all
Come to
those
think of it.
the attacker.
Yeah, see Wayne Rooney. You guys,
Even,
have been in the trenches for quite a while.
even
Yeah, I
our
agree.
own boss, our theory.
Oh my God, his spell in Monaco was pathetic. Man,
Do you
man.
get
Even
so let's
Shearer,
position
Shearer
us.
took Newcastle to relegation. You could not save them. Yeah, well, Yeah, I agree with you on this thing. I agree. Okay, so what about the good? Which one comes to mind?
The Man City game.
Oh yeah,
The Man
we
City game.
attacked those guys, man.
The Man City game. The fact that we made Man City play like Arsenal.
Yeah, and then I was thinking whether it was Sean Dyche that was that was
That
supposed
was
to
you
lead
get.
that.
So it felt good pushing that narrative. It felt good. That game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Now that's a very good one, and we get that 1-1 draw was no less than we deserved. I agree. I agree. Okay, so let's go to the next question. It says, which match so far has revealed Arsenal's true status this season?
I would say it's too early for this. We don't know
Yeah,
our true
why?
status yet. We're taking it a game at a time. A game at
Hmm.
a time, 90 minutes per time. So I
Yeah,
don't think we
yeah,
should put ourselves to say this is what we are right now.
yeah.
You get and get better. We are stepping up. So
But
let's see
then,
what the next one brings.
yeah, but then again, wouldn't you like classify that Newcastle game as one that really showed our resilience?
I want us to do the same thing against Fulham, but not showing resilience, dominating Fulham at home from beginning
Yeah.
to the end.
So Fulham is not that good. How come we struggle to play them? And that thing never come to your mind, even at the Emirates, for some
There
reason.
are four teams in the Premiership that, no matter how bad they are playing, we've struggled against them, especially the way
Aston
Newcastle,
Villa, Fulham,
Fulham,
Newcastle, West
Aston Villa.
Ham.
And for is that West Ham's own? I don't understand. West Ham and Fulham, I don't get it.
And West Ham can be so bad, but when you just get to work, for some reason, we will be worse than them on the day.
Do you get? There's just something wrong. So Fulham is one of those teams also. And with what their coach has been pushing, what those guys have been playing, the fluidity has been different.
Mm-hmm,
If
mm-hmm,
those
mm-hmm.
guys hit us on a counter, I know we are capable of stopping it. But playing a team like Fulham at the Craven Cottage is something I really want to see.
Yeah,
Let us
and they're
press
not,
their neck from minute 1 to 90 and
yeah,
beat them well.
yeah,
Then I cannot say that's Arsenal's
yeah,
true.
I agree. And for some reason, anytime Iwobi plays against us, he just gets maybe he just takes like some net pack and becomes a Voltron or something
It
like.
becomes Okocha Sinu.
Yeah. So I'm really thinking that that Fulham game is something that we need to really improve on. I think we have the squad this season to take them on and actually play well. And
Yes, we
then
do.
they're also struggling without Jimenez and Rodrigo Muniz in attack. But then again, there's also a Ben Leno who always tends to become Emmanuel Neuer when he plays against us.
It's better that payback mentality. I just don't get it. Something
Yeah,
just
yeah.
drives them extra.
Yeah, I'm sure it was really hurting to see Czech go take the spot only to lose it to Ramsdale. And even the Ramsdale that bench you has even gone as well. So, well, it's a dog eat dog world. Okay,
Yes.
so let's go to the next question. It says, when Arsenal conceded or lost, was it due to individual error or structural failure? So we have a very small sample size. They have lost only one game, right? And we have considered just 3 goals. So let us drill down on them, you know, starting with the loss. Was it down to an individual error or was it down to a structural failure?
I think the loss was just a special goal from a lucky side. I'll just keep it that way. That free kick was something out of this world. It felt like that Madrid Arsenal match when Rice also scored a beautiful. But this is
Yeah.
Sobosa. He hits the ball very well, and he has been doing this over time. So it was
Wow.
just painful coming from him. One, two, we didn't need to give out that free kick. That free kick was not needed. The
Yeah,
free kick
yeah,
actually
yeah. Yeah,
was not.
it was sad to see Van Dijk first of all get that much space to pass the ball. Then Zubi didn't do well to to anticipate well. Yeah,
So it
okay,
was
that's fair.
painful.
That's fair.
So
Okay,
I
so
would say
that's the loss.
that's the only individual error.
Yeah,
It's
so
not any structural failure.
yeah, so
That
let's talk about the 3 goals we've considered so far. One was the Shogun goals. Obviously,
yes.
we'll just cap it in the same category with the loss. The second goal we considered was Erling Haaland. Aha, drill that. Let me see.
Gabriel's fault. Gabriel's fault. He didn't need to press
That high.
to that. That high. 0. There was no way he was making it.
Okay.
Do you get? He was basically shouting at Saliba to help him out. Saliba was not listening.
Yeah. So the question, yeah, that's my counter question. Could Saliba have done anything better? Looking at Reinders and tracking the.
Yes, foul the guy. Foul Alan, run straight into him.
And of course, the last goal we consider voting man. Gabriel again.
That's for run into.
So then the last goal we consider.
What Votiman's goal?
Yeah,
Votiman. That was Gabriel.
Okay, so basically
that was Gabriel's fault.
Three goals considered, 2 individual errors from Gabriel. We need to flog him with the stick for him to get better. Man.
Yes.
Okay, so I think our other panelist joined us, Uche, but I think he just went off again. So basically, there been no structural failure, right? We can beat our chest and say so far we have
no structural failure.
But then again, man,
we have held out.
Not the games we are playing. How many games have we played this season? 10 games. Like these guys are mad. Are we on course to break Mourinho's record in 05? Do you think we can achieve it?
I don't want to put pressure on us, to be honest. I don't compare team with any other person's team, and I need us to just take it a game at a time. Mourinho is Mourinho.
No, but let me counter you. If you remember when Liverpool were trying to win the league, they were on 42 games unbeaten. And there was now over that talk of Arsenal's 49 games in the horizon before Ismail Assar now helped us to do the Lord's work.
He got to 42. They were not saying it when it was 5. They were not saying it.
Oh, okay, I get your point. So we became like April, right? Like 10 goals in April, right?
Thank you very much. We can now start talking in April, but not now. It's too early.
Okay, fair enough. But I think with the pace we are going, we might be able to achieve that. It's amazing so far. Okay, next question here says, has Kepa's arrival added genuine competition to Raya's grip on the gloves?
I need to see Kepa play more often. If Kepa plays in a game that his saving skills actually help us win, or is commanding the corner kicks is actually on point. If Kepa does everything Raya does at the same level at which Raya does it, then I can compare him to Raya and I can say maybe Raya is stepping up his game because Kepa is there. But for now, Kepa is a good shot stopper, yes. But the game he has played, how many shots did he get on target? Did the opposition get on target? Yeah. So I really can't say I've seen Kepa. I've seen Kepa lose concentration just the same way Raya loses concentration. You get so
I think it's still early. I really like Kepa. I kind of really like him. I'm happy that we've gotten this level of what's the word to use? Depth in goal. Neto Murara last season was horrible. Like that only game he played against Girona, where he went and left his box and went all the way to try to touch the ball from Danjuma. I mean, we were even lucky that the ball became a goal because if he touched his hand outside it, that was a pure red card. Then to not make it to us, it was even cup tied in the Carabao Cup games. So that was just an embarrassment. Prior to Neto, who did we have? Ramsdale. Okay. Ramsdale would have been a good number 2, but he was agitating for a move. And it's now falling to say he's actually number 2 in Newcastle right now. After being on the
if I just stay.
Well, I don't blame him. Do you know I don't blame him? Because in those 2 campaigns when we came second, that he won keeper of the season, he was even above Raya. So I think he must have just felt that if you get out, I even got the good the keeper of the year London award, blah 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 ahead of, and I want to try and make it for England, yada, So I don't begrudge him making that move, but at the same time, I think he should have just stayed because the fans loved him and he would have gotten some more opportunities. Then when he managed to play in the 2 Brentford games when Raya was ineligible, the most coming from half field.
I'm with you, just continue. I'm with you.
Yeah. So the most coming from half field. So do you think someone like Kepa will put himself under pressure the way Raya did, the way Ramsdale did?
I need to see him step up. When that time comes, we need to see him play the same level at which Raya has played. But I think the only competition he might get might be maybe the Carabao Cup.
No, you should get FA Cup games too now. Then maybe when we have gotten to the top in Champions League, like all those Kairat Almaty and Club Brugge.
Even FA Cup, if we get a top 10 team in FA Cup, you know they start.
All right. So okay, so
So
now this game against Brighton, who will start in the Carabao Cup?
Raya.
Really?
Well, let's see how it goes. Raya, I expect Raya to start.
Oh wow,
Arteta
that'll be very sad on
conservative
Kepa. That'll be very sad on
is an
Kepa.
art problem. Let's see how it goes. Arteta, they fear for some things. So I really think it would not go that route yet.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully. So the next one here, he says, do you think Arsenal's defense is more organized, or are we just benefiting from a slower start from our opponents?
We are 100% organized.
I
This is something that was planned. This is something that they worked on over time. And that's what is showing on the team. So it's the structure has been put in place and it's working for us.
Yeah, this question is doing our defense in disservice. Again, something about Arteta being very organized. So I'm aligned with you on that. I don't think there's any point dwelling on this. The next one here says, how big a blow is Odegaard's absence? Is it manageable or is it season defining? Yeah, I would say it's manageable because if you think of the fact that we now have the likes of Eberechi Eze, we have it and Waneri, we can even play Leandro Trossard or Kai Havertz in that position. As much as I want our captain to be back, I don't think this is season defining. I think we should just allow him get the right level of rest he needs when he comes back from his injury, so that he can actually be in the same level of fitness. So I don't think this is the season defining. I think it's manageable. It's not that big of a blow because obviously, even in the games he played and he was subbed at halftime or before the 30th minute, he went on to win all those games without him.
Well, as you said, yes, it's manageable. We have the team to cover up for him, so we'll just rely on the other players.
Yeah, that works. Okay, so let's go to the next question here. And it says, do you trust Arteta to manage player load well across Cups, Europe, and the league this season?
I actually trust him because we've played one cup game and he played practically all the kids.
Yeah, nine changes. Yeah.
So I would like to see him do something similar against Brighton. So let's see what he works against Brighton.
Yeah, so, because I think the Brighton game is sandwiched between two big games. I think it's sandwiched in between Crystal Palace and Burnley. So because like for instance now when we play Fulham, I would expect our first team to also play Atletico. Atletico is too big a team to rest your players, right? Because when you come and play is haram football. After Atletico, we have Crystal Palace, who is a very, very dangerous team. They've beaten Liverpool, beaten Man City, which is the same first team. So the Brighton game is actually the first chance those guys will have to really get some rest, before they now play Burnley. So I think it's something that he has no choice. He really needs to overhaul the squad for that Brighton game. I think he needs to do that. And then again, I think now we have the right quality. Not as if you're going to call Sterling or Zinchenko to come and play. So that works. That works.
Yes.
Okay. Next question says, with Calafiori already scoring against United, do defenders need to get more attacking responsibility?
When you say defenders, do you mean our Arsenal players?
Yes, it should be our Arsenal players. Yeah, I think they're already showing that. Is that windy though? Did you get it from London?
The dog just wake up and make noise.
The dog is like Gyökeres. You need to feed the dog. So the dog is
What's happening on the screen?
Yeah, let him come through now.
He's trying to bite somebody inside my house.
And the guy should calm down. So what do you think about this question?
Attacking wise, isn't Gabriel our second or third highest goal scorer in the past 2 seasons?
Yeah. So I think what
So
we're
we
already
got
doing
paid.
this. We're already
Our
doing this
defenders
actually.
score more than our attackers. So.
No. That is so sad. Don't say it outside for them to hear, please.
You get, we shouldn't say it outside. So
I
we
agree with
expect the
you.
attackers to do more.
Yeah, for them to match up.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the next question here. It says, which attacking partnership has looked the most promising?
Oof, partnership.
I don't think we've had the opportunity. Too many
I
injuries,
don't
too many
think we have.
disruptions.
I don't think we have. I don't think we
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
We've not seen combination goals
yeah.
apart from Eze to Martinelli.
Huh?
We've not seen Saka play with Gyökeres for him to score. We've not seen a lot of things. The only partnership I've still seen is Trossard and Martinelli because they practically do the same bad play on the left and they help each other out.
Yeah.
Guys haven't really, they've not clicked. Let me just keep it that way. So we need to see a lot from everybody.
Yeah. I think there have been too many disruptions. Even in defense, at some point, people could not play with Saliba because he was injured. They had to play with Mosquera
Exactly.
and all that. Then when Raya caught the ball and landed on Gabriel, it's time Mosquera's turn to play with Saliba. So yeah, we've had too many disruptions this season. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. It says, has Arsenal shown enough variation in how they attack, or are they predictable?
We playing with Saka, it makes us a little bit predictable. Whenever we're playing with Saka directly, we become very predictable. But I would like to you with what Gyökeres has been doing, over
Mhm.
time, I think it has reduced the stress on Saka.
Oh, yeah. He has been drawing more defenders to himself, actually. No more double ups per se.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that I agree. And even Madueke gave us that unpredictability. We don't know whether he wants to shoot, whether he wants to pass, and all that. And kind of, yeah, I think this new look attack we have. Now, I've never seen much from Easy yet. No Easy, when he can just turn the game and the shot from just get one shot and just blast it.
And
That
just
kind of
blast it
vibe.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're no longer as predictable as we were last season. Last season it was just too clear. You knew who we're going to play, how we're going to play to Saka and inshallah. The left was always isolated and whatnot. But now I think we're more unpredictable to a certain degree. Not like fully unpredictable, but at least that variation actually exists. So I'm aligned with that.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, so this next one says, which midfield trio has looked the best so far? And the injuries force us to rethink our combinations.
I think it's still Zubi, Odegaard, and because that's practically what
Yeah.
we've used majority of the time. So let's see
Mm.
what Easy can do when he pairs with Rice. Then we
Yeah,
can now know
yeah.
which trio. But the trio we are all still praying for is Zubi, Eze, and Odegaard. That's the
Yeah,
attacking position
yeah,
we all want.
and that's against West Ham. That was what I think I wanted to do. Is Odegaard and Rice. Because obviously having those two attacking midfielders for a low block team that worked out
Yeah.
well. But obviously Rice, Odegaard had that terrible injury that had to take him out of the game. So yeah, so I guess I'll have to just stick with them for now. Okay, next one says, how well has Madueke adapted to our system before his injury? How well do you think he adapted? Malik, are you there? Okay, I think he's has a network glitch again. So far, I think he has adapted well. I think at this, Madueke was quite a divisive signing when he came to the club. Chelsea fans were even happy that they are sold him for 15 mil. But when he came in against Leeds, he showed good ability on that left flank. Well, of course, Saka got injured and he switched to the right, and you could see how the performances on the right have been so far as well. So yes, I think he adapted very well. Just unfortunate to see how the injury came and really messed him up. Hopefully, he's going to get back soon. I think in the press conference, I mentioned of how he's always back. Oh, okay. Are you back?
Yes, I am.
Oh, great, great. So I was just basically when we were out temporarily, I was talking about how Madeki has adapted to our system. I think when he first joined in this game, he played on the left hand side, showed good potential there. But Saka's injury allowed him to come to the right, and obviously he has been cooking there as well. So I'm really happy to see that we're finally getting someone that can be a dependable backup for Bukayo Saka. Do you have the same sentiments, or do you think differently?
Well, I believe we got Madueke to be an alternative to Saka, someone that can play with Saka or play in Saka's position, and a more direct player. He has shown that he's that direct player. Have we seen attacking endpoints from him? No, but we've seen a lot of glimpses from what he can do. Is he adapting well to our system? When he was playing without Saka, yes, because he was basically the outlet. So with a player like Saka, if he's at the other side, would Saka pass the ball to him? I'm not seeing that dynamism between two of them yet. Just the same
Hopefully it
way
happens.
we haven't, because if Martinelli was at the other side and Saka is on the right, Martinelli knows where to run to, how to run, and get the balls off Saka.
Yeah.
So I've not seen that yet from him. So Madueke still has a lot to prove to us, but it is a great addition to us.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. That makes sense. So the next one here says, should we take more risks in big away matches? I think we have spoken about this. Yes, we need to. Against Liverpool, I think we could have done better. We were more adventurous. I dare say that we would have won the game, or at least end the draw. As Ancelotti said, if they play that game 10 times, one time is a win for Arsenal, one time is a win for Liverpool, and 8 times is the draw. So we're just going to lucky outcome in the night, and that's fair. So what about you? What do you think?
Same thing, same thing. Liverpool just got a beautiful goal from a good player for that second. If we play them again, I just hope we step out being that attacking force. Because if you notice in that match, all they changed was Keke's position. They moved him from left back to actually start running the lines. And when he was doing that, Madueke had to keep falling back because he was
Yeah,
trying to track his runner. And doing that gives Soboslai the positioning to move to the middle. So a lot of things just changed by just one player's movement. So I would like to
yeah,
have seen Arsenal introduce Eze early in that same match, or he practically starts. Let's see how that dynamism works.
yeah. And I was very disappointed. Shiboshinai was the right back, and we could never even cook him.
We
But
couldn't beat
Martinelli
him once. Martinelli could not take him on once.
once. I was so embarrassed for him. I said. Okay. So the next one here says, is Christian Mosquera being used well? Is he trusted, or is he just getting eased in?
He was he was he was he was thrown to the deep end.
Pretty much. By,
He
by,
was
by,
thrown into it
by no fault of his.
by no fault of his. So
Yeah,
there was no Arteta was never thinking of using him anytime soon.
probably.
Maybe the Cali Cup match, but
Yeah,
we just had to throw him in at that time, and the boy stepped up. So there's no need to ease him in right now. He made a
yeah,
mistake. We removed him. He needs to be given
mhm,
that opportunity again, just for him to
yeah.
know that yes, that
You should
was
trust
just a
him.
bounce, and you're back.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. But because so far, man, he has been very outstanding. I felt very sad for him when he made that mistake against Newcastle. And to see him taking off at halftime must have been a very
It was
big blow to
painful.
his confidence. Well, we went on to win the game, so all those kind of things they get swept under the carpet for the time
Yeah.
being. Okay, so the next one here says, is Gyökeres living up to expectations so far, or is the pressure far too high?
The pressure is high, oh, brother. The pressure is high. Even us as fans, we are feeling it more than the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'll let you, we brought him in expecting him to score every game.
The record
Forgetting
of
that
his
football doesn't work that way.
no, no, no. No, so I think Gyökeres has been like a reality check for Arsenal fans. The balls at which we were showing when we were about to sign him, he gave this vibe that every ball that gets to him is going to damage it into the post straight up. But seeing him without a goal in close to 10 games now or something, it's just a stark reminder. That's for club and country. It's just a stark reminder that, hey, these things happen. The only goals he has scored are from Leeds and Nottingham. Every other game he hasn't scored. And it's not from lack of trying, just that he has been marked out of some games. So basically, he's not playing those farmers anymore in Portugal where he was just cooking. He's in the big leagues
Yes.
now. So I just feel that, he will still come good, but no, honestly, he hasn't lived up to my expectations. I actually thought about this time he would have been like maybe 10 goals or something.
I actually I actually hope he starts scoring because the pressure is just too mad.
Yeah.
And to not cap it up, every other person that bought a striker, their strikers are
Yeah,
scoring.
even Sheshko
Be
self,
it rubbish goals.
even
You
Sheshko.
get,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
you get. So the pressure is high on the man.
Because
And the fact that he's playing for Arsenal
hmm,
is as if there's an extra light on him.
yes, because if you remember,
Everybody just
yeah, because
pays
our
attention.
last biggest striker was Aubameyang, and honestly, we have never replaced him up until now. Gabriel Jesus was not a replacement for Aubameyang. That one is like a ball player; he's not even a striker. Kai Havertz came in as a replacement for Granit Xhaka. Just that okay, we just try to just change our tactics to allow him play nine and whatnot. But Gyökeres is actually the first big nine that we've signed since Aubameyang, and there were so many expectations of him. And honestly, I don't think he has lived up to it. He really has his work cut out, no honesty. And luckily, we have a whole lot of grown-up games for him to play. Fulham, Atletico Madrid, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Burnley, Sunderland, Slavia Prague. Like, bro, if you cannot score in any of these ones, man, just go and stand the bench of them.
Even you, they put the pressure on top the
I
man.
did Okay, so let's get to the next one here. It says, do Arsenal still need another forward or a backup striker in January, considering Gyökeres' early form? Nah, I think so.
We need Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those are two different profiles to Gyökeres. So it just gives us
But,
the opportunity to test a new formula every time.
yeah, yeah.
And that gives a massive level of competition in that attacking phase.
Because unlike Gabriel Jesus, he has this kind of games he can play where he will cook, actually. And Kai Havertz has his own. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing two of them come back fully. With all three strikers knowing that none of them are assured of their place in the squad, it will only bring the best out of all of them.
That's quite. I won't lie to you. My fear is Gabriel Jesus will come back and bench Havertz and bench Gyökeres. I don't know why. Because as now, if you look at the amount of time players want to bounce passes off Gyökeres, his first shot lets him down.
Very like Lukaku, clunky.
Do you get that? Won't happen with Gabriel Jesus.
No. Gabriel Jesus is very silky now. Yeah,
He's very silky.
he's a
So
futsal boy now.
you get, and we will lose a lot of things if we also allow Gabriel Jesus to play in that Gyökeres position. Gyökeres attracts 2 or 3 defenders to himself
Yeah,
without even touching the
because of
ball.
his size and charisma and stature. Yeah.
But Jesus will not be in that box 18 to even fight with
Yeah.
anybody. He will not be there. He will practically be out there looking for the
But
ball. He wants to be the one to pass the
the
ball.
guy is just the guy is something else. Yeah.
So we will lose that.
Yeah. Then
And Havertz wants to just act like I'm a big man that can
I
run.
swear, I'm just
Put the ball in the air. I will not do that.
I'm not a
So
coach. Yeah,
do you
I
get?
love the dynamism they all give to the squad though. They're very
Yes.
quite good. I agree. Okay, so next one here says, is the current squad deeper than last season or just more expensive?
Both.
Both. Yeah, but I agree. As in,
But
see us,
it's deeper, it's more expensive.
yeah, almost 300 million that we spent, man. Guy, that was
Yeah.
gangster, man. I agree. I agree. So this one says, has Zubimendi looked like the midfield anchor Arsenal hoped he was going to be?
This question is a little bit tricky because that means we'll be comparing it to what
Yeah, to
Partey was
Partey,
doing.
yes, yes.
And Partey was doing something different
Yeah,
from what Zubi is
totally
doing.
different, actually.
Totally different. Zubi's own is, he doesn't give it that physicality,
Yeah,
but there's just something else about him.
yeah.
He moves into the pocket easily.
Mm-hmm.
He won't tackle, he won't chase back the way you expect him to. But he's very assured on the ball and he knows the kind of pass he wants to
Yeah,
give.
very progressive.
Partey is a daddy in that position. He wants that pressure to come to him
Mm-hmm.
and he will turn you and he will still give you a back pass.
Thomas Partey. Wow. It was fun,
so,
it was fun seeing him in our rank for 5 years.
yes,
Yeah, but it was sad to
you
see him
get,
go for free. We should have made some money off him. But then again,
yes.
he had that his
So,
case too, so there was that.
well, let's not talk about that. so, so we just say Zubi is a different type of anchor.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah. The roles are different. I
Yes.
agree. I agree. He reminded me more of like a Busquets than a yeah.
Yes, a small Busquets.
Yeah, Busquets light.
Yes, very light.
Okay, so this one says, is Norgard more of a luxury backup or a useful rotational option this season?
It's not luxury, it was not expensive.
Yeah, it was quite cheap, man. Like 11,
It was very cheap. And the guy wanted to come.
yeah, yeah,
So it's not luxury. It's just a beautiful rotational player.
yeah, I agree, I agree.
We just need to keep him fit.
Yeah, and happy as well because he needs to play games.
I don't think that guy will be sad. He's just happy to be in Arsenal.
True. And if you give me
Because he left a sure starting
yes,
berth
man.
just to come and play
Yeah,
second runner
he
in
was the
Arsenal.
captain for God's sake.
He was the
Played
captain.
196 games in 7 seasons for them. Ever present.
You get.
Yeah, I agree.
He's just happy to be here.
Yeah, did you see that clip when he was crying when his son came to meet him during the photography session?
Signing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have just 3 questions left before we call it a day. The next one here says, is the 25-26 squad built for more stability or has it been built for a title push? I think it's title push now. Come on.
I will say title push
Yeah,
also.
also title push. We need to dwell on this.
I'll say title push.
Next one here is,
Because I keep asking myself,
mhm.
if Tottenham was not going to buy Easy, would Arsenal buy Easy?
And I love that. I love that hijack, man. From back to young time.
The hijack was
It was
sweet.
so epic. It was so epic.
But if Tottenham did not go for him, were we actually
And
going to
yes,
go
I
for
think
him?
we're keeping tabs on him. If you remember now, we're heavily linked with him, but we're not ready to pull the trigger. We're just biding our time because we're trying to get a good deal.
That was scary. That wait was scary. I would like to
Yeah,
hear.
yeah. But the efficiency of how they went about it was mad. Like within days, like it was like, oh, so we continue to do these things because the
So we can buy players in 24 hours.
there's one narrative that Arsenal need to sell before we can buy easy, yada yada blah blah blah. Then and I bet I was like, hold my beer. The guy just went and just
We're not selling anybody.
just cooked the thing real quick. It was really good. It was really good. I
Yeah.
accept that. Okay, second to the last question. It says, has Arsenal's major investments in midfield paid off so far? And I would say Zubi has paid off by far. Like, come on. I've even been enjoying more than expected from him.
Is it his goal? Was that his payment to the goal? The goal he scored once.
No, the payment I think his play. Like, okay, see what he did against West Ham. It was him that basically changed that game when he came on as a sub.
True.
Yeah, because it was his passes that led to easy shots. It's also the pass that led to the penalty that, they said the foul master the person fell inside the box. I never had strength to have that argument with VAR. Now at least I got it this time. So let me enjoy. Before they now tell me that Pope touched the ball, that's why Gyökeres did not get a penalty. And those guys are their double standard.
But he hasn't finished paying. He still needs to give us that title.
Okay, I agree. I agree. So what about Eze and Nogard? Well, do you still have a couple of time to,
I would like to you. Eze showed us that Man City match that I can think faster than a lot of the players in this squad.
Man, that pass.
Because I would like to you that pass.
That pass
I didn't
was
see
great.
it.
It's a thing of beauty, man.
Do you
It's a
get
thing of
so?
beauty.
And that's
I agree.
possible.
Yeah,
Come
and
on.
even the goal that Gyökeres scored against Nottingham, as soon as the ball just came from Calafiori, just strikes it once.
He
So
just
that
spread it.
Martinelli will just be wanting to do doing
Do
the
you
doesn't
get
matter, okay.
one time?
Eze is too intelligent. I love his intelligence as a player. He's too damn intelligent. Okay, so this is the final question for the day. And it says, with Odegaard injured, how much will that change Arsenal's creativity going forward?
Challenge zero. We have
Zero.
enough depth to change what our attacking lineup can look like every match. We can
I
play with
agree.
numbers.
Yeah, I agree.
We
We
can
have
play
Eze,
with
we
numbers.
have Waniri, we have Trossard, we have Havertz, we even have Merino, who has played that people are complaining
Do you
about.
get so?
So there's that. Okay, so this was fun, man. This was so much
Thank
fun
you.
doing this with you, man. Thanks for taking our time to be into this show. Thanks for sharing your thoughts on the questions that came. Obviously, looking forward to seeing you in the future. And
Thank you
let's just
very
say your
much.
passing comment before you go.
Parting comment. Did you watch the Brazil match, friendly match
No,
against I
no,
think Korea
no, the one that they won 5-0. The one that
that
they won.
Martinelli scored?
Oh no, that was Japan.
That was
3-2. They
Japan.
lost. No, I didn't watch
We
it.
lost.
So it was too early. So like 11 o'clock in the
Martinelli played
morning.
9.
Interesting. Interesting.
He played
Interesting.
9.
Hmm. So this
So
is something we should
I would like
explore.
you. I wish we could just see more of that guy in that position, off the
Hmm.
bench, off the bench.
Yeah.
It's a different positioning, a different mentality. That boy just runs and he stretches defensive line.
Yeah. But he needs that space. I don't think he gets that space in that 11. It's better
If he
isolated.
starts as a 9 for Arsenal, he won't get that space. If he
Yeah.
comes from the bench as a 9, when the defenders are tired and we can hit them on unnecessary counters, that boy would cook.
And funny enough, the two goals came from a 9-like position.
Do you get
Just
it?
the bar one
He
City.
did that. He did that in run, bending in run, and
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
really like to see him play in that position for Arsenal once in a while.
Let's just see how that goes. All right, man. So thank you so much. Thanks for the folks in the
Thank
chat as
you.
always. You guys actually make this possible, and I'm grateful to see you guys again. So obviously tomorrow we're gonna have the match reaction after we've seen the Fulham game. Hopefully we're gonna end our dock and just beat those guys because we need to continue to cook. I need to watch the Liverpool versus Man U game with my legs high up, being 4 points ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? So that they can be more pressure. All right, everyone. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next stream. Till then.